Welcome to Meet the Docs with your host, Grant Otten, brought to you by Columbus Community Hospital.
Welcome to another edition of Meet the Docs, brought to you by the Columbus Community Hospital. I'm Columbus News Team's Grant Otten. I'm sitting here with Dr. Kimberly Allen here in Columbus Children's Healthcare. And can you tell me a little bit about what it is you do?
I'm a pediatrician, so I take care of babies from the day they're born until children are about 19 to 20 years old. Some kids we keep a little longer, some kids kind of age out and want to go to an adult doctor and they'll make that choice, but we can take care of them until their 20th birthday.
Well, you've been here for quite a while, and so you have just seen people grow up. What's it been like seeing kids in Columbus kind of just turn into adults?
Yes, that's kind of one of the really exciting things for me because I've been here 23 years now. So many of the children who started with me when I first came, they weren't all infants, so now they're parents.
Oh,
so I'm getting to take care of their babies.
Yeah, so what's that like treating people's kids that you saw when they were...
Well, it adds a real element to it, and it helps me because I know their history, I know their grandparents, I know a lot about their families, and it's helping me become part of their story.
Well, and not only seeing people grow up, but seeing Columbus grow up as
Yes.
a city and seeing the medical facilities expand. What's that transformation been like?
Yes, it's really changed a lot in Columbus, and we're very progressive, and we're very lucky we have our hospital system here and the amount of doctors that are here. When I first started, we didn't have emergency room physicians, so you had to get up and run in to see every baby, and now we have fully qualified 24-hour emergency room care, and they take great care of our kids.
I was going to say, how has that affected you as a doctor and in your practice, having these expanded resources?
Oh, it's beyond believable because it is so nice to be able to know that if I need a urologist, I can call the urologist, I can call the orthopedist, the surgeons help us. We use as a specialist as much as we can.
Well, talk a little bit about your background education-wise and how you got to being here in Columbus, because you're originally from Lincoln, right?
Right. Yeah. I am from Lincoln. I went to Pius, and then I went to Creighton for my undergrad. I went to Des Moines University and got my medical degree. Then I did 3 years in Philadelphia, and I actually did a year of internal medicine. Decided I wanted to do pediatrics, so I went to St. Louis to Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital, did pediatrics. I had a job in St. Louis and got a phone call one day from a recruiter who offered to fly me to Lincoln and send me and my husband to a football game and come and look at the hospital in Columbus. And we came, and I signed the papers that same day and said, I'll come. It was just the right move.
Well, that's awesome. And so you've seen healthcare in a bunch of different aspects being all over the place.
Absolutely.
And so being in Columbus and treating people here in Columbus, what's it been like just being part of the community?
It's a great community. And we've had some ups and downs. 23 years is a long history. And there's been many times when we thought maybe we should move on or go to a different place, but it's the community that always pulls us back. And it's a great town to raise your family in.
Well, as a pediatrician, why did you get into pediatrics? Why did you decide to get into this field?
Well, I loved a challenge. I knew I always loved kids and I always loved babies. And I was actually delivering a baby one day, and I found that I was much more interested in the baby than the mother. I was worried about what was going on over here with the baby, so I thought, I'm not in the right spot. I knew I should have been standing over there with the baby.
What's changed in healthcare as far as children's healthcare over the years that maybe some parents, as you're seeing new parents come in, what has changed for you guys here in the Columbus facility?
A lot of it is just basic parenting, and that hasn't really changed. It's been pretty stable, but we see a lot less infections and a lot less devastating illnesses with the advent of better vaccinations. When I first started, not every baby, but many babies got spinal taps because we were worried about meningitis. And now with some of the vaccines, we're not so concerned about meningitis. So we don't do near as many spinal taps as we used to. And so we're not putting those babies through those procedures and not so worried and scared about those infections. So vaccines have really benefited.
Dr. Allen, thank you so much.
Thank you, Grant.
And thank you guys for tuning in to another edition of Meet the Docs, sponsored by the Columbus Community Hospital. I'm your host, Grant Otten with the Columbus News Team in News Channel, Nebraska. We'll see you next time.